Yep. There he did. Chimed right in. Yep. Now he started. He was quiet all day long. And then as soon as I start, he starts. All right. We've got the keto to do, the keto test to do. We've got ab and core and waistline and belly to do. And we have just regular keto talk today. All right. So Spivey's here. Cornelius is back. You back on the keto wagon too, buddy? I hope so. Let's see what do we got going on here. All right, we got 3 people already. Oh, today's shirt, 6-pack coming soon. Funny. It's fitting for today. Hey, Jen, can you do me a favor? Can you grab me that bag of stuff you don't like on the table? Is it there? Oh, can you grab it? Please. Thank you. Kelly's here. Cornelius, what did he say? Yep, he's back on the wagon. All right, good job. Now don't fall off this time, brother. All right, we are going to do lots of stuff today. Jason Wright is actually here today. All right. Something I might talk about today. I don't know yet. Depending on how much time we got. Pam is here. Thank you, dear. All right. We're going to talk about ab and core. This is something I used to do, actually. What I would do is I would teach a class on abs, and this was one of the handouts. So every session, they'd have 3 sessions a week, and every session they would get 5 different exercises. We would go over them for about 15 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe like that. I'd describe each one of them, explain each one of them, and then I'd beat these people up for 20 or 30 minutes, depending on how much time we had. And I actually made a living at it. Look, here was one of my breakdowns. This one was from, let's see, this was from 2005, the last week of 2005 through March. And I sold that many ab and core classes. How much was that? $6,600 worth. Just this ab and core class that I taught. I sold $6,600 worth of ab and core. Crazy, crazy. Yeah. I also, while I was rooting through some of my old stuff, I found a thing I used to pass out that I made up back in the day. This is probably 13 years ago. Right here. This was the advice I would give to people. It was drink a glass of water immediately upon rising. It's still good information. Eat a big breakfast. Okay. Walk at least 1 hour a day nonstop. Yes. Don't eat within 3 hours of bedtime. Sure. Consume 100%. Look at this. Consume. Where is it at? Consume 100% organic, virgin, unrefined coconut oil. This is from 13, 14 years ago. Let's see, absolutely no aspartame or other artificial sweeteners. Absolutely no MSG. Take digestive enzymes. Absolutely no diet sodas or diet foods. There you go. See, no diet foods. No fast food or chain restaurants. No high fructose corn syrup. No white sugar or flour. Eat organic fruits. Eat only organic meat, poultry, and fish. Limit dairy products. Use apple cider vinegar. This is literally 13, 14 years ago that I was passing this out. This is pretty much keto, okay? Minus the fats. All right, this is another one of my ab and core that I used to pass out. This was the deal on it. And you would just open it up, and then there'd be, of course, new exercises to do, new stuff like that. And we're going to go over some exercises that I will recommend to people. I know because a lot of people asked about them, so we are going to go over those. What I'm going to do too is I'm going to make a copy of this, or I'll take a photocopy of this and I'll put it on our website. This is literally 13 or 14 years ago. Yeah. Fat is a diet food. Yeah, fat is a diet food. It is good advice for a keto diet. It was Gonzo. I made this. I created this right here. So I was ahead of my own time and didn't even know it. All right. What I want to talk about real quick is there's actually 4 parts to the abs. It's not just, and there's really no such thing as upper abs or lower abs. So the advice I'm going to give you is going to help you. You're talking like this part here. This is your rectus abdominis, and they connect your sternum to your pelvic bone. All right. So this is just one solid muscle. This isn't different 6-pack, 8-pack kind of abs. All right. There's this stuff called lineus alba that divides it up. It's like a lattice, I guess you could best describe it as. And when you bend forward, that's what works this muscle here. That's what its whole design for, is to control the spine and to bend it forward. Then you have your, this is external obliques. You have internal obliques, which go over the same area, but they go in a different direction. One goes this way, one goes that way. And then you have the transverse abdominis muscle. This one is kind of important here, guys. Yeah, there's Bernie. Yeah, he's talking already. The transverse abdominis muscle is what makes your waist appear smaller. So most people worry about the abs and their obliques and stuff. But when you think about it, if you want your transverse abdominis or your waist to appear smaller, it's actually your transverse abdominis, which means it's a muscle that literally goes around your whole waist. Okay, it's one that's really forgotten. One of the yes, Bird, I hear you, buddy. Oh gosh, yes, he does. Hello, Bird. All right. One of the best exercises to do to hit the transverse abdominis is actually this exercise right here. And most of you have already know what it is, and have seen this one before, and it's a plank. Okay, it's kind of a low impact. It's this one right here. All right, and what you want to do is you want to get on your toes and you want to get on your elbows, and you want to hold your body in a straight line, as stiff and as long as you can, and breathe and breathe. Just hold it. I know there's a former Marine that just did it a record of it a couple days ago. He did like 10 hours in the plank. I used to have people that couldn't get 10 seconds. Okay, but as you do it, the more you do the exercise, the better you're going to get at it. Okay, and the longer you're going to be able to hold it and so on. Okay, so the plank is probably one of the first ones I would suggest to do, because it's one that will tighten up the entire core, including the lower back. A lot of people forget that the lower back is part of your core. Your core just means your midsection. So when you're strengthening up the muscles that bring your spine forward, you want to strengthen the muscles that bring your spine back to straight, and that's going to be your lower back. All right, and that's what the plank will also help out on. The other exercise I'm going to do is a very low impact. It was kind of created by Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it was known as a vacuum. Okay, this is an example of a gentleman doing it right here. Okay, now what he's doing, all right, and you could do this while sitting there in a chair. What you want to do is you want to breathe normal for a second, and then breathe all the way out. And as you do that, you want to then like imagine that there's a string tied to your abdominals on the inside and that it's pulling back towards your spine. And you want to suck that in, and you want to try to lift everything up under your rib cage. And that's after you've already took a real long breath and all the air is out. And now you've sucked in that stomach and you're trying to hold those abdominals all the way up inside as long as you can. That's also going to make your waist appear smaller. And Arnold Schwarzenegger always has a beef about bodybuilders nowadays compared to what they were back in his day. Nowadays, they have these big boxy abs and the big bellies, and they just look like big guys with abs. Where in his day, he had the real small waist and the large upper body. And he just really said we focused more on making that waist smaller. So it's a great way to do it. And I think there was like 20 or 25 people suggested abs, and only 7 of them are here. Where is everybody? There should be more than that now. I don't know where everybody is. And there's only 2 thumbs up. I got 2 thumbs up for this whole thing. All right. Well, we could talk about abs, or we could talk about keto, or we could talk about something else. It's up to you guys. But it doesn't seem like there's a crowd here for abs. We could do the keto monitor. We can do whatever you guys would like. It's up to you. I think what I'll do is how do you work the lower back, Jason? There's an exercise called Superman's. Superman's is probably one of the better ones, as well as toe touches or sun salutations, you can call them. It's going to be like this right here. Sun salutations or toe touchers, pretty easy exercise. You're just looking at like this right here, okay? And all you're trying to do is when you raise back up, it's the lower back. And the lower you get, and the longer your body has to bring it up. See, I'm down to 6 people now. People are leaving. I don't know. Maybe it's not interesting enough. But I'll show the Supermans real quick, and then I think that's it. Supermans are this. Supermans are where you lay on your stomach, and you raise the arms and the legs up like that. You lay on your stomach flat, and you raise both the arms and the legs at the same time, and that will contract the lower muscles, or the lower back muscle. Okay? Now, the key to, real quick, the key to exercising the abs is when you do a crunch or when you do an exercise, the whole idea to really get the best contraction of that abdominal is to breathe out, like as if you're blowing out a birthday cake. So if you're doing a crunch, you breathe it all the way out, and then you crunch. Don't just go, okay, I'm doing crunches now. That's it, okay? It doesn't work. You have to breathe out. You'll feel that contraction, then you crunch. Breathe. And it's not about how fast or how many you can do right away. It's about making them work more properly. You want to breathe out, breathe all the way out. You're going to feel that abdominal wall in those transverse collapse. You're going to feel the abs tighten up. And then you're going to come up as you're almost out of breath, and you're going to crunch as hard as you can. And then you're going to come back, and you're going to do it again. And that's how the best way to work the abdominal muscles. Yes, Bird, I hear you, buddy. All right. Foods contain iodine apart from sea cult. Somebody's talking, I guess. What does my shirt say? It says 6-pack abs coming soon. Just fitting for today, I guess. All right. Let's do this. All right, let's get this done. We'll talk more about abs when more people show up, or if more people want to talk about abs later, we can do that. But let's get this out of the way. I'm curious myself. I'll do the blood sugar one first. All right, it's loaded. Let me break out the ab or the ketone one and get that one ready. All right, here we go. Should be ready to go, I think. Yep, it's flashing the blood. Here we go. Arm the little lance, poke the finger, draw the blood, and count down. 73. That's pretty good. Yeah, I feel like I had more energy today. I don't know why. A lot more energy today than normal. Maybe I have a lot less stress today. I have a lot less stress. That's probably it. A lot of things went my way today. All right. Should be, can't see behind mouse. All right. Blood's ready to go. We'll check the ketones. Three, two, 1. 4.4 says the ketones. 4.4. All right. I'm okay with that. Throw the lance back. All right. Nice levels. Yes, it is. It's good levels. He's singing Pop Goes the Weasel. Pop Goes the Weasel. I hear you, bird. Pop Goes the Weasel, yeah. Yeah. See? He tries to steal the show. But the key, if you want to know what the key is for yeah, people love the bird. Hello, bird. Hello, bird. Yeah, he's hilarious. The key to doing abs and the key to a smaller waistline. Jenny, Ollie, the key to it is the breathing. It's not always the exercise. It's the breathing. It's the controlling, the contracting of the abdominals, the contracting of the transverse abdominis. And when you do that action, whether it's bringing the sternum closer to the pelvic bone, which is basically what a crunch would be. You're not just trying to raise the body up like a sit-up used to be. What you're trying to do is curl the spine so that the sternum gets closer to the sternum gets closer to the pelvic bone while you're breathing out. And the breathing out contracts the abs, contracts the transverse abdominis, and makes that one rep that much more effective than say doing 10 without breathing properly. All right. So if you get anything out of all this today, it's doing it that way. Just bump his butt when he goes to the door. You just bump his butt. He'll go outside and he'll do what he's got to do. There he goes. He's coming back out. Just put your foot on his butt and he'll go. Yeah. There you go. On his butt, baby. Give him a little nudge. No, a real nudge. Hold on. I got to go nudge my dog. All right. Yeah, I walk away. He stops. I'm back. So daddy's back. So now he has to next. Yeah, he wants to learn about abs. And he's laughing now. All right. What else? What other questions do we have today? Oh, I found a flour meal that some of you, probably I would say 9 out of 10, will probably not use. It's better than coconut flour. It's better than almond flour. It actually has protein in it. Okay. Let me see. It's got 7 grams of fat. It is a source of flour. Close. Crickets. 100% pure cricket powder. That's it. So here's the label on it. It's 140 calories for every third of a cup. 20 grams of protein. It's high in protein. One carb, just one carb, and 7 grams of fat. Now, granted, when you make these, you're going to add a lot of butter. You're going to add some eggs. You could add extra egg yolks and stuff like that. But it will make bread. It will make, you can make waffles, pancakes, whatever you want out of it. But that's it. Now, it's got a good argument. You know, they send this with it. You know, why crickets? And they explain how much it costs for the water, how much water a pound of beef costs, how much a pound of crickets costs, how much, let's see, less pollution. You're talking, this is how much pollution a cow would cost, crickets. And land-wise, this is how much land the cattle would use, that's crickets. So it's also much more efficient in vitamins and minerals. If you look, so here's a list of all the vitamins and minerals. You're talking beef here. I can't read it backwards. Kale, I think. Yeah, kale and crickets here. So it's very informative. It makes a very good argument. I guess you just have to get past the point of it being from powdered up crickets. I'm going to eat it. Why not? I don't see a problem in it. Yeah, it's not that crazy. I'm going to make cricket muffins. Maybe I'll get a tin that looks like a cricket, and I'll make cookies that look like crickets, just to honor these crickets that gave their little life for those cookies that I would make, or those pancakes that I make. Something. I think it'll be funny. Now, I also found pecan meal. Let me go grab that. All right. It's very similar as far as carbohydrates. It's only 1 gram of carbohydrates. I'll grab that. Hold on. All right, this is it right here. This is pecan meal. It's very similar. It's got 8 grams of fat. It's got 1 net carb and 3 grams of protein. So ingredients are pecans, organic pecans is what it says. That's it. There's nothing else added to it. It's just powdered pecans. And they make a flour out of it. I'm not eating roaches or crickets. Not a survival school yet anyway. Now that sounds good. There, Pam thought this was good. All right. Yeah, and it says right here, it says great for baking breads, cakes, muffins, pies, pancakes, waffles, da-da-da-da. So imagine making pancakes out of pecan flour, ground pecans. The carbs are nothing, right? You're talking 1 gram of carbs. That's nothing. And well, that's 2 tablespoons. So you have to figure there's going to be more than 2 tablespoons in a pancake, but still, it's not bad. Okay. And that's it. That's this is the brand. If you guys want to take a screenshot of it, this is the brand. So it looks like pretty good stuff. Mug cakes, yeah. Imagine that, pecan flavored mug cakes. It says, or fish, chicken, good for, you know, a coating like that. Gluten-free, nutritious, delicious pecan meal. That might be a good alternative to coconut flour, almond flour, is pecan meal. Imagine, I can imagine making pancakes out of that. That might be one of my first meals. These pancakes, along with my bacon and eggs. I think that might be my first meal. We'll see. Well, I don't know that I will have my first meal when I hit my day. I think I'm going to wait until the following morning. So it's actually going to be like 20 days and a little bit of extra. Made my 11-year-old granddaughter a mug cake with almond flour. She loved it. That's cool. That's awesome. Salmon crusted for sure. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Does anybody have any more questions or comments? Anybody? If you want to get information on abs, these are some of the books I would recommend. You can basically, for what I've told you as far as the breathing, as far as what you're trying to do, Pam, that's a whole nother video. We can't even cover all that in this video, but maybe we will soon. This is the complete book of abs. This is one of the better books. Okay, this is here's the author right here. That's it. So it's one of the better abs. The more you get advanced, I also have this book here. This is the complete book of abs for women. It's a very good book. Okay, and that's the author here. Same guy. All right. I find that he's very thorough. Now this is the for athletic abs, because when I was training athletes, I had to get, it was a little more high tech. So these are a little bit more high tech exercises. Buddy, please. Unbelievable. He's silent all day long, all day. I sit here to do a video and he just goes nuts. Yeah, maybe it is, but that's the time everybody chose. Shh. He doesn't listen. He's not like a dog or something. You can't just say stop, because he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand stop. Yeah, he's like, what you doing? What you doing? Hello, bird. Yeah. I love you. He's thinking about saying it. I'm not sure he's going to say it. He's just saying hello, bird. Maybe he is, but he's nuts. Yes, bird, I hear you, buddy. Pop goes the weasel again. And Mayberry all mixed together. There you go. That's Mayberry. Yes. Yeah. Let's see if he'll do that back. That's kisses. He'll do it. Now he's like, He's listening. He's just listening to me. Yeah, he's too funny. All right, guys. Now that I love you, I already said it. Yeah. He's so stupid. All right, guys. I'm going to end this real quick. This is 30 minutes in. It's pretty much a good time. If you can't do crunches on the floor, do them in your chair. You could do them in your chair. Okay? You just have to sit in a chair, crunch down, sit up, breathe. Do the breathing. The breathing is the key. Lean over, come back up. You could do crunches in a chair. Okay? You can lift your feet up at the same time. What that's going to do is that's going to contract the abdominals, and you crunch, and you breathe, and you tighten, and you breathe. And then whenever you're standing and out and about, sucking your stomach, use your transverse abdominis muscles. You'll feel it tighten up. Okay. Once you suck it in, you tighten everything up. That's sucking it in is going to be a little bit of the abs, and then the transverse are going to squeeze your waist. And the longer you hold it like that, the stronger your abs and core get. And that's going to make your waist smaller just by doing that. Okay? It's going to bring everything tight. It's going to bring like so many people just relax and their belly just hangs out. If they constantly kept a mental awareness of this and sucked it in all the time, just have that idea that you're standing in front of a mirror and you just want to make sure that your belly doesn't stick out. That's all. And the more you think about that, and the more you concentrate on keeping your abdominals tight and sucked in, the smaller your waist gets, even without the crunches. Okay, so we're working on our abs through this diet, and this diet works on getting rid of visceral fat, and all that interior fat and all that fat that's just under the skin. So that's what the ketogenic diet does. So then it's just a matter of us tightening those abdominals, and all of them. Like I said, the rectus abdominis, the obliques, the transverse abdominis, all those muscles, the lower back. All right. Is there any other questions? Anybody have any concerns? Any comments? Anybody going to try? Are we going to vote on this real quick? Tell me which one you like better, pecans or crickets. Put a P for pecan or a C for cricket. P for pecan, C for cricket. Hoop, hoop. What do we got? Come on. What do we got? Come on. Nobody wants to try the cricket. Yes. JRL said I would try both. Come on. What's the popular vote here? We got to get a C. Somebody's got to really want a C. Come on. How do you know you wouldn't like it? You probably wouldn't even know it's there. Because what would a cricket taste like? I don't know. There you go, JRL. Thank you, brother. But there you go. But I honestly, I think this pecan powder, this will probably make a really good pancake. And I'll let you guys know when I do that. It's going to be awesome. So I guess pecan is the winner for today. But maybe we'll try something new tomorrow. Maybe cricket somehow will overthrow somebody. How about this or white flour? Huh? This or white flour? If you had to do one or the other, would you still do the flour or would you do the crickets? There you go. I'm getting some C's. Yep. Those are some keto diehards. Keto diehards would have to do the... No, Vicky, you don't fast. It's not a choice. It's not A, B, or C. It's cricket or flour. Cricket. Hey, the cricket's chirping. All right, guys. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for everybody hanging out. I really want to thank all you guys because you guys are really good regulars, and I appreciate y'all being here. We're really jumping up in subscribers too. I remember I had a hard time getting from 31 to 3150, and I got all the way down this week to 3144 or something, 43, and now I think I'm up almost 3170 now. So we're really doing good. They make roaches too. Yeah. Well, they say 2 billion people, over 2 billion people eat insects for nutrition. 2 billion. This is they send this to you for free. You know, it's just this research of all this stuff and all the benefits. Like this one, people are already eating insects. Right there. People are already eating insects. Currently, etymology or whatever, the consumption of insects is done regular by at least 2 billion people worldwide. 1,900 species of edible insects have been documented worldwide. That's what it says. Yeah. Hey, so if you're watching this now, please hit a thumbs up if you haven't already. If you're watching this now and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Yes, I am in by the way, hour 313. 313 hours, you guys. 313 hours. Can you imagine going without food for 313 hours? This guy. Oh, weight loss as of this morning, 20.6 pounds. 20.6. 20.6. That was with 13 days. 13 and a half. Insane, right? So I figure by this point, I will have lost maybe 25 by the end of this. 25 pounds. I feel good. I feel fine. I feel like it was day one. Okay. I feel like I just ate a couple hours ago. I don't feel like I've, there's moments when I stop and I get really tired, but for the most part, no, I feel fine. Yeah. JRL says crickets probably taste like chicken. Yeah. Or maybe chicken tastes like crickets. You guys never know. Not moody? No, not really. No. No more than normal. My wife would say that. Yeah. It's Jess. Jess is here. Good. Jess finally got here. All right. Make sure you guys do hit the thumbs up. Think about this one. All right. I will make something. And I talked to my wife real quick. I want to throw this out. I did talk to my wife. She said she will film me doing some kitchen stuff, making some recipes. So I'm going to start making some recipes for you guys. She said she's willing to record these things because to me, the hardest part about making this stuff was recording everything, and it just got annoying. It got really hard because the camera would never look at the right spot and stuff like that. And my wife said that she would go ahead and film it. So so we'll have that. Yeah, crickets to break fast. I'm thinking so. Yeah, maybe. Wouldn't that be funny? I wonder if anybody's ever broken a fast by eating cricket powder. Be funny. Maybe we'll see. If you want me to make some sort of pancakes with these to break my fast, you're gonna have to leave a message right there. You're gonna have to leave a comment, whether you're on the replay or you're on the live right now. If you want me to break the fast with cricket pancakes, you're gonna have to really post a lot of comments, like cricket pancakes or something like that. So, because I've got so many other good things I could choose to break my fast, but cricket pancakes, we'll see. That's it right there. End the video making the pancakes. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Because I will have to do a video that night at 7 o'clock. Maybe next Monday I'll do the video at around 6 when I'm breaking the fast, and I'll have cricket pancakes, bacon and eggs. We'll see. Try to get people to subscribe if you can. Yeah, I know. My wife's like, yeah. Try to get people to subscribe. Try to get your friends. Like literally, somebody asked me the other day, their niece or their is it sister-in-law or something like that, some relation. She's out in Texas and asked me to take care of her because she recommended me. So I did, and now that girl is in our group. She's attached to our live, or not our live, but she's on our YouTube channel. So that would be, yeah. So I get people all the time, and I appreciate everybody that helps out. It's awesome because we're gonna, keto's gonna take over this world. It's gonna. There's no doubt, because the ADA and the American Diabetic Association, they're a bunch of idiots. I'm not done yet. The ADA, the American Diabetic Association, took over in 1970, and the United States went from 20% diabetic to 52.3% diabetics right now. I don't think they should be in charge of diabetics anymore. Okay, the Their recommendation, 3 meals a day, eating 45 to 60 grams of carbohydrates each meal. 2 snacks, equaling 15 to 20 grams of carbohydrates each meal. Why would you suggest that a diabetic eats carbohydrates, which is basically just a linked chain of sugar? Why? You might as well just inject them with insulin, because that's all you're doing to them. You're just spiking their insulin so that they get sicker and worse. If you follow the ADA's recommendation on meals and carbohydrates, your diabetes will get worse. It's not going to get better. And they have this slogan on the front of their website. It says, "Imagine a world without diabetes." Yeah, if you guys weren't in it, if you guys weren't in charge, yeah, I could imagine it. They don't even recommend the ketogenic diet. They recommend a plant-based diet. They recommend the Mediterranean diet, and they recommend the DASH diet. DASH diet being a diet for hypertension, high blood pressure people. It's basically a low-salt diet, low-fat. It's stupid. Like, literally, I don't think anybody in the American Diabetes Association has done any homework or any research. They just spew out nonsense and stupidity. I think it's time for them to just give up, because you know what, a moron can do that, and we could, and our tax dollars can pay a moron to come up with something better than what they're doing. Because literally, if you're making the population almost triple since you've taken over, triple the amount that are getting worse, then you're not doing a good job. It's horrible. It's ridiculous. It's awful. All right. I am going away this time, but I want to thank everybody for showing up. I'm going to start producing regular videos and then posting them instead of doing so many lives after this. After I finish all my lives that I promised to do with the fast. Okay, so I'll be making regular videos that are actually more entertaining, more useful, more informative, because I'll be able to edit all this stupid stuff I say out of them. So thank you, Pam. I appreciate that comment. Yeah, they don't even recommend the actual Mediterranean diet. They actually recommend like just the plant part, the fruit part, and that's it. They don't even recommend the actual part where Mediterranean diet is mostly fat. A lot of olive oil, and what do they say? They say they put butter on top of butter. So, but the ADA, there's a lot of conspiracy theories that say that they're trying to make people diabetic, so they have a purpose to say, well, we need to correct these people. We're having an epidemic, and it's the people's fault. It's the people's fault because they're not exercising, or they're eating too much McDonald's, or they're eating too much Burger King. They try to push the blame on everybody else but themselves. Their idea of nutrition is what's killing people. If you follow their nutrition, you will become more diabetic. And they don't seem to care. All right. Glad some people do, though. Everybody, keto on. Avoid the misinformation out there. I'm not telling you to believe everything I say. Research it. Make sure what I say is actually, you could research it and find the same thing and find the facts, because I don't want you to take anybody's word for anything that they say. All right. You don't have to take what everybody says as gospel. Research it yourself. Once you hear it, makes sense, research it. All right. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Thanks for coming. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Going into day 15 tomorrow. We'll see you guys. Bye.